online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And now details of the news. The General Officer commanding 6th Division, Nigerian Army Port Harcourt, Major General Emmanuel Emeka, has said that soldiers must develop physical and tactical abilities to be able to deliver on their mandate in line with the Chief of Army Staff's command philosophy. He stated this while declaring open this year's 6th Division Inter-Brigade Swimming Competition at the division headquarters, Port Harcourt. Justice Ihumo reports.
Represented by the Chief of Staff, 6th Division Headquarters, Brigadier General Emmanuel Adamu, the GOC said the dynamics of the evolving landscape of modern warfare and joint operations and their ability to navigate the riverine environment makes it imperative for the spoils. According to him, as guardians of the nation's vital assets in the South-South region, tasked with the responsibility of securing critical national infrastructure, the skills they display should not only be for recreation, but conventional for survival and success in their mission. Major General Emeka noted that proficiency is a fundamental requirement of soldiers who seek to excel in riverine operations, and their mastery of water skills will greatly contribute to operational efficiency.
As you enter the pool, let your strokes be testament to your dedication, your courage, and untiring commitment to the service of our nation. It is my profound belief that your performance will inspire fellow comrades and showcase the unmatched competence of this division.
Also speaking, the commander, 6th Division Garrison, Brigadier General Sani Ahmed, harped on the essence of the competition and stood for spirit of sportsmanship.
It's not merely an event, it is a vital opportunity to develop more skills to navigate and thrive in riverine operations. It is also aimed at enhancing your physical fitness, discipline, and a strong sense of camaraderie.
Justice Ihumo, Rstv News.
The federal government has refuted claims that the recent devastating flood in Mokwa, Niger, was caused by the release or failure of water from nearby dams. Addressing journalists at a press briefing in Abuja on Tuesday, the Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Usef, said both the Kainji and Jeba dams remain structurally sound and fully operational. Usef expressed the federal government's sympathy to the government and people of Niger, especially the communities affected by the disaster, which occurred in the early hours of Thursday, May 29th, and commended the swift response of the state government, local authorities, and first responders for providing relief to victims. According to the minister, the flooding was largely due to heavy rainfall associated with extreme weather conditions driven by climate change, which overwhelmed the town's drainage infrastructure. He explained that unregulated building activities and encroachments blocked a seasonal tributary of River Denji, which normally remains dry, except during periods of heavy rainfall, stressing that the absence of efficient alternative drainage channels worsened the situation. The presidency has begun internal approval processes to resolve the 2 trillion naira legacy debt owed to electricity generation companies before the end of the coming quarter as part of efforts to stabilize Nigeria's power sector. A representative of the Special Advisor to the President on Energy, Eriye Onogura, disclosed this at the second Nigerian Electricity Supply Industry Stakeholders Meeting of 2025, hosted by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission. Onogura said that the presidency recognizes the urgency of addressing the debt overhang, which has strained the GenCos and impeded electricity supply nationwide, and revealed that alternative debt instruments are being explored due to the federal government's current fiscal constraints. While she did not give a definite timeline, Onagoruwa expressed hope that a clear update would be available before the next quarterly NESI stakeholders meeting, suggesting progress could be announced within the next 3 months. According to report, the GENCOs had issued a warning to the federal government over the continued accumulation of debts not totaling to about 4 trillion naira. The chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum NGF, Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, said governors has pledged to eliminate cervical cancer in Nigeria. Abdurrazak disclosed the pledge on Tuesday in Abuja during the inauguration of the Partnership to Eliminate Cervical Cancer in Nigeria, PECCIN, PECCIN. PECCIN, an initiative of the National Task Force on Cervical Cancer Elimination, NTF, CCE, aims to accelerate Nigeria's implementation of the World Health Organization WHO's 90-70-90 targets. Represented by Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, Abdulrazak noted that in spite of being preventable and treatable, cervical cancer remained a leading cause of cancer deaths among Nigerian women, with nearly 100,000 new cases annually. He reaffirmed the governor's commitment to fast-track policy adoption at the state level, allocate domestic funding, and strengthen primary healthcare systems to ensure equitable service delivery. WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus hailed the First Lady's leadership, emphasizing Nigeria's strong role in global cervical cancer efforts. Now, the federal government has commenced the payment of 44,000 minimum wage arrears to former members of the National Youth Service Corps NYSC. The commencement of the payment fulfills an earlier promise tied to the recent upward review of Corps members' monthly allowance from 33,000 naira to 77,000 naira. The payment applies to those who completed their service before the new allowance took effect earlier this year. Former Corps members have taken to X, formerly Twitter, to confirm receipt of the payment, expressing their gratitude and relief. Now, do you love and care about Rebel State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. Always remember that you can watch Rstv News live on Facebook and YouTube at Rstv Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And up ahead on the news, a former German Foreign Minister Bert Bocker to lead UN General Assembly. And in sports, Chelsea approached AC Milan to sign goalkeeper Magnan. Details of these and more when we return this day.
Power God is here. Dr. Jesus in action, God is here.
Omega Power Ministries, OPM Worldwide, presents a special Sunday deliverance program, Power to Get Wealth.
Impartation for businessmen and businesswomen.
For it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 18. Now is the time to receive power to get wealth. Are you a businessman but your business have not been moving well? Are you a contractor without contracts? Do you have haggling business opportunities? Do you formerly operate 5 shops but now struggling with only 1 shop? Have your major customers disappeared? Do you find it difficult to sell your product? Are you a civil servant but your side business is not moving very well? Do you need financial breakthroughs of how did it happen? Dr. Jesus has remembered you in this special Sunday deliverance program titled, Come and Receive the Power to Get Wealth.
If you have a company, get a letter-headed paper. If you don't have a company, write the name of a company on a plain sheet. Even though you're a civil servant, you can be doing business. Special program for businessmen and businesswomen, because there's going to be serious impartation this coming Sunday.
Date,
Sunday, 1st June 2025.
time, 8 a.m. in the morning. Venue, OPM headquarters, Dr. Jesus City, Mbodo, Alu. Come with your letter-headed papers to contact the Power to Get Wealth.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Hey, welcome back. You're still watching the Rstv World News. And now to the rest of our reports. The Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs in Niger State, Ahmed Suleiman, says more than 200 corpses of victims have been recovered after devastating floods hit the Makwa local government area of the state. The Commissioner disclosed this to newsmen on Tuesday. Suleiman said the Umar Bago administration in the north-central state has activated an emergency response and directed the distribution of relief materials to the displaced victims of the floods, who are housed in makeshift camps. Meanwhile, victims at makeshift camps continue to voice deep dissatisfaction over the handling of relief efforts and appealed to the government to allow well-meaning individuals and organizations to support them directly without interference or diversion. Beyond food shortages, the condition of the camps has also come under scrutiny. A community volunteer, Husseini Mohammed, described the camps as unsuitable for human habitation. And on the foreign scene now, Germany's Annalena Baerbock was elected by secret ballot to be President of the United Nations General Assembly at its 80th session. In accordance with the established regional rotation, the President of the 18th session of the General Assembly is to be elected from the Western European and other states group. Baerbock obtained 167 votes. The President of the 79th session of the General Assembly, Philemon Yang, said it is fitting that in its milestone 80th year of the General Assembly, leadership should fall to someone whose career has been defined by an unwavering commitment to multilateralism. The vote, conducted by secret ballot at the request of Russia, was largely seen as a formality. Baerbock was the sole candidate for the one-year position. Baerbock secured a strong mandate, receiving nearly twice the number required to win, and as president, she will oversee the organization of plenary sessions among the body's 193 member states and serve as a symbolic figure representing the assembly on the global stage. She will assume the role as the several wars grind on around the world and will be the fifth women to lead the UN's main policy-making body. And on entertainment now, Nigerian Afrobeat star Burna Boy has responded to the backlash which followed his proposal to hold a free concert in Burkina Faso. The response came after critics mocked the initiative and claimed he was allegedly rejected by the president of Burkina Faso. Afi Burabari has more on these and other entertainment stories. To stay.
The Grammy-winning artist, in an Instagram story, defended his intentions and criticized those questioning his motives. According to him, his actions are guided by principle, not personal gain. The Grammy winner further shared that, while he has nothing to gain from anyone, it has not stopped him from doing great work. Burna Boy said he was shocked by the surprisingly negative and offensive comments from some individuals. Skills, in a post on his X page, encouraged artists who are yet to enjoy success to keep pushing, as many quit just before the blessings come. His words of admonition are inspired by his current commercial success, which comes as a surprise blessing. His song has become one of the biggest trending songs on TikTok, where users are dancing to it after the trend was sparked by Barcelona 18-year-old superstar Lamine Yamal.
Oh yeah, move body. Make you ring alarm.
A renowned American actor Jonathan Jost, best known for his role in King of the Hill, is dead. The 59-year-old actor was shot dead on Sunday, June 1st, 2025, by his neighbor Sigfredo Seja Alvarez during a dispute in San Antonio. The San Antonio Police Department said Sigfredo Seja Alvarez, 56, has been arrested and charged with murder. Afi Brabari, Rstv Entertainment News.
Now sports. Chelsea have approached AC Milan regarding the potential signing of French international goalkeeper Mike Maignan, according to reports. The 29-year-old has just 1 year remaining on his contract with the Serie A club, which could prompt Milan to consider a sale this summer rather than risk losing him for free in 2026. Milan Maignan was expected to sign a new deal earlier this season. Milan's failure to qualify for European competition has cast a doubt over his future and placed financial strain on the club. Chelsea had originally planned a comprehensive review of their goalkeeping options this summer with no urgency to sign a new shot stopper. Philip Jorgensen, who joined the club for 20 million euros last summer, is expected to remain as part of the squad. Now, do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. Remember, you can watch Rstv News live on Facebook and YouTube at Rstv Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And now to any news, let's take a look at some of our major stories. The federal government has refuted claims that the recent devastating flood in Mokwa, Niger, was caused by the release of failure of water from nearby dams, said that the Kainji and Jeba dams remain structurally sound and fully operational. The presidency has begun internal approval processes to resolve the 2 trillion naira legacy debt owed to electricity generation companies before the end of the coming quarter as part of efforts to stabilize Nigeria's power sector. We had also reported that the chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, said governors have pledged to eliminate cervical cancer in Nigeria. And that's the size of our package this evening. My name is Emily Tari Mbero. Thank you for being my company from start to finish. To have an amazing night's rest.